NRA TV host slams Childish Gambino's Grammy-winning This Is America as unpopular ISIS video.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
In the wake of Childish Gambino's historic achievement, what'd he do? He won an award? That's not that's not a historic achievement.
I don't know.
Whatever. NRA TV host Grant Stinchfield.
I'm Grant Stinchfield. Grant Stinchfield here.
I know why this guy does everything he does now.
Why are you laughing at my name?
Hey, Stinchfield. Why don't you get in the bath, you reek? Stinchfield. Then he becomes the president of the NRA. Becomes a gun nut.
Well, he's not he's just a host on their TV
Well,
show
whatever. He
or
becomes
whatever.
an NRA host. Who gives a fuck?
I don't.
Stinchfield.
Anyway, he attempted to downplay the significance and success of Gambino's This Is America, comparing its video to Islamic State militant group ISIS propaganda and suggesting the record isn't even popular. Created by Donald Glover.
Demonstrably false.
Yeah, that's a huge video. And it's also one of the, probably is the best music video to come out in fucking ages, honestly.
At least 2018.
This Is America picked up Grammys for Record and Song of the Year, becoming the first rap song to win in either category. Really? That's weird. The track also won Best Rap Sung Performance and Best Music Video.
Can I just offer the counterpoint?
Yes.
Instead of letting the article do it?
Yes. Go ahead.
The track in question being Childish Gambino's This Is America. The track slaps. It's actually really good. The video is actually cool, which is more than I can say for most videos. And it's widely popular. Yes. I hear it bumping all over the place. It's used all over the place. It's still relevant. It's got millions of views on YouTube on the official release of it.
500 million at least.
I mean, it's an insane. And
it's got 500.
When is the last
500
time,
million views, basically.
The counterpoint that I would give Mr. Stinchfield, Mr. Greg Stinchfield, is when is the last time anything that the NRA put out media-wise got 500 million views?
Ain't happening.
Period.
Yeah, how many people are watching your NRA TV show?
Period.
And now back to the Stinchfield show.
And comparing it to ISIS.
I don't care how many Grammys it won because
fuck the Grammys.
You know when I stopped,
Grammys,
I
dude.
learned from Eminem to stop caring about the Grammys when he said, "I
Think
don't
I give a damn about
yeah.
a Grammy? Half of you critics can't even stomach me, let alone stand me."
So that's what the Grammys is and forever will be. So fuck a Grammy. I don't think that's a historic achievement. I think him making that song that literally everybody in America has heard is the historic achievement that ought to be celebrated.
So this next story is one of the few headlines that just made me laugh.
Okay.
On its own. Measles vaccinations spike 500% after outbreak hits anti-vaxxer hotspot.
Oh my God.
They were just waiting for something.
Now
like
you
this
want
to
it
happen.
up. I love it, dude.
Fuck, dude. These people infuriate me. These
Dumb
fucking
fucks.
people are so fucking stupid.
It hasn't even been a month since the state of Washington declared a public health emergency over a measles outbreak, and the health officials are reporting a dramatic spike in vaccinations.
Wow.
Clark County, Washington has seen over 50 cases of measles since January, and 47 of those cases occurred in individuals who were unvaccinated. One case occurred even though the person had the MMR vaccine, and the rest could not be verified, according to Clark County officials.
Let me explain to you something about the measles that a lot of people don't understand. For the very reason that we're talking about, because most people here were vaccinated now for this disease. My mom almost died as a child of measles because there was no measles vaccine when she was a child.
Yes.
And she was literally bedridden for over a month, had fevers. She was having ice put on her body every day to keep her fever down. She literally came that close to croaking from this disease.
Yeah.
This is not just you get a rash.
Yeah.
This is a disease that kills children.
It killed like 130,000 people worldwide in like 2016, 2017.
Right, and that's what we're talking about at a low part in its history. This is a worldwide killer of a fucking disease that you don't want to get.
About measles, too, is it is one of the most contagious diseases out there. If you are exposed to it, you will contract
You can
it.
actually
if you're not
die-
vaccinated.
Yeah, you
Right.
can actually die from it years later too. I mean, you can
Oh,
have like encephalopathy, where like your brain will swell up.
Complications from measles are
Yeah.
very, very, like, people survive it, but they end up having brain aneurysms
Yep.
and blood clots and shit. It's a horrible fucking disease. Thank goodness most people think it's just a rash on your... It's like even that picture they show of the kid. They show a kid with a rash, and you think, oh, man, that must suck. It's like chicken pox. Another disease...
Not quite.
Another disease nobody gets now, by the way. When I was a kid, they used to have chicken pox parties, where if one of your friends got it, you all went over to play with him because it was time to get your chicken pox out of the way. Everybody had to get it once, because once you had it once, you don't get it again. That's how we vaccinated in my day. You know what I had to do? I had blisters on my ball bag.
Ugh.
For weeks. I would get... Let me tell you a gross story and why you should go get your fucking children vaccinated, you dumb cunts. I had the chicken pox so fucking bad because it was 12 years. I was 12 before anybody I knew got it.
Yeah.
And the older you get the chicken pox, the worse it is.
Yeah.
They try and get it out of the way when you're an infant. I was 12 when I got those motherfuckers. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little story. I took a bath because it was one of the only things that's... I broke out everywhere. I got
The
scars.
oatmeal bath kind of thing?
Yeah. My mom made me some kind of fucking chamomile oatmeal shit to soak in, right? And I'm getting in it, and everything on me itches. And I've been told, don't scratch it because it's going to make it worse. It spreads it and shit. Everything on me itches. And the thing that's worse is my scalp. My scalp is just on fire. And so I think, like, I'm going to go underwater, and I'm just going to soak my head and just hold my breath for a while. And I went underwater, and it felt good. And I didn't scratch. I just ran my hands through my hair. And you know when you're underwater, sound is amplified? You can hear stuff you wouldn't... When I ran my hands through my hair, I could hear all of the chicken pox popping.
Oh my god.
You don't have to fucking do that because of you get vaccinated now. Take your kids down.
And that's just chicken pox.
Yeah, that's not
like-
even a life-threatening
That's the
disease.
least of the possible problems.
Look, the sad thing is this is why people do it. They have
There should
these-
not be measles and whooping cough
have-
and rubella and all this bullshit.
where this spreads, primarily through social media and through some websites. One, these people have a stake in convincing you this because a lot of times the solution are supplements they sell. So they're supplement salesmen, basically. The people that run these sites and progenitors of these basically scientifically falsifiable, I guess theories you'd call them. Which I mean that's inaccurate to even call them a theory. It's just made up. But not only that, it's when you talk about the anti-vaxxers, they only talk about the negatives of vaccination. They don't talk about the positives of vaccination, which is like some diseases like smallpox have been eradicated due to inoculating people against these diseases, or lesser diseases like cowpox in the case of smallpox. Mm-hmm. We have demonstrable methods to prevent people from getting these diseases, and we need herd immunity. We need at least 95% of people in the case of measles to be vaccinated for there not to be a problem to virtually not even exist in our society. Because, yeah, if you're vaccinated, you can get measles still.
And there are
It is
worse
still
things
possible.
out there to get than measles. Smallpox.
Yep, polio.
Polio.
Polio was another one. I mean, Jonas Salk inventing the polio vaccine was revolutionary. I mean, like, it saved millions of lives.
All right, so I have another vaccine-related story, so let's just get into that as part of the same thing here. Australian teens ignore anti-vaxxer parents by getting secret vaccinations.
Good
I mean,
for them.
I guess the only people that deserve that clap are the kids that are going and doing it, but fucking boo to Australia when you're having kids having to go vaccinate themselves.
It's
on
pretty
the black
crazy.
market.
It's pretty crazy when
my
your
props-
act of teenage rebellion is to actually do something sensible.
Yeah, like,
you know.
no, good on those fucking kids. Their parents are fucking retards. And they actually know better than their fucking stupid ass anti-vaxxer parents.
Some Australian teens are rebelling against their anti-vaccine parents. Is it really an act of rebellion when you're just like, I'm going to go take steps necessary to ensure that I don't get infectious disease?
Go actually read on these people, because I've wanted us to do an episode on it for a while. Go read go to these anti-vaxxer groups, and these people are convinced it's big pharma poison, and they will literally disown you. It's like it's a cult.
I have a fucking stepsister with 2 kids that is one of these. I had to unfollow her on Facebook and shit, you know, my personal shit, because I don't like I couldn't read it anymore. It was just like it was. I'm not even one of these dudes that claims to know a ton about this shit. Like I don't know what goes into the vaccines. I don't know any of the counter arguments to make against these people. I don't engage them in public. And even from my layman's perspective, the shit that they're feeding each other is just nonsense.
You guys know who's a really big anti-vaxxer too?
Who?
This fucking piece of shit.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
You're kidding me.
Rob
Nope.
Schneider.
You know what, dude? If you guys ain't down with it, I'm not going to foist it on you. We need to do Rob Schneider, too.
Well, we've done them before.
We need to do Rob Schneider, too,
Two.
TJ.
Oh,
It's a-
two.
two.
We need to delve back. This motherfucker needs another roasting.
I agree, because
He
you know
needs
what?
another spit. We need to put
'Cause
him
you know
up
what?
against another douche.
No, he deserves his own episode.
Oh, you want to give him a spotlight?
Yeah.
You want to roast this fucking piglet?
Fuck that shit where we like, oh, let's put him up against someone. No, we need an episode just focused on this pig turd.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down, motherfucker. I hate every fiber of my being revolts at the sight of this fucking cunt.
I agree. It's
They're
time to
dangerous.
it's time to bitch slap this fucking pig in his
Yeah,
fucking
what should we
fat,
do
ugly
instead?
face.
We
Take a
dick whipped
massive
him
dose of
last
vitamin
year.
C.
This year, let's deep fat fry him.
Yeah.
We've learned. We've honed our fucking craft,
You
man.
know what? Rob Steiner's a fucking nobody. We should fucking challenge him to come on and defend his bullshit.
Yeah, we could.
He
We'll
probably
have our
won't do
fucking
it.
fans reach out to him and shit. We'll announce it on the next show and shit.
Hell yeah.
Reach out to this motherfucker. Uwe Boll came on. Sorry, Uwe.
Uwe,
My bad.
Uwe.
Ooh,
Yeah, he came on. Rob Schneider doesn't have the balls to come defend himself.
Come on, you pussy. Do it. Do it, Rob Schneider. Do it.
Rob Schneider, we coming for you.
I hate this guy, dude. Oh my god. Talk about a punchable face.